Hello, here's Vanessa again from the Gingerbread Cottage in Victoria, British Columbia. Today we are going to make some Hungarian goulash, and we're going to can it after, pressure can it in my all-American pressure canner. I will show you the whole procedure. And here are the ingredients. I have some beef round, and it was about 2.4 kilograms, which is about 5 pounds roughly. And then I have about the same amount of onions here. And I have a whole head of garlic peeled. And here we have some aromatic free range leaf pork lard that I made myself. We're going to start it with that in a big pot. And after that, we're going to add some green and some red peppers and some hot peppers. And the spices that go in after, we're going to talk later when we add them to the whole process. So we'll see you in a bit. So I'm back. I just wanted to show you, I took all my onions and garlic and put them in the food processor and made them small. I also did the same with the peppers, the red and green peppers and the hot peppers, because it's a stew, so it's good when it's smaller. And then I'm going to show you here, we're starting on our stove with a generous amount of pork fat. And we are going to melt that first. So now we are going to add our beef to this here. And we are going to brown it nicely on all sides. On medium heat, yeah. But I'm on a gas stove here, so my heat is not as high as on a regular one. You just have to watch it. You can't burn it. So this is about 10 minutes in here and has really released a lot of liquid. I think this is enough. It doesn't have to be brown. Now we're going to add all the onions, and it will make a wonderful sauce. And we are also going to add the peppers, okay, at the same time. And we are going to stir it up a little bit. Now there are many different recipes for Hungarian goulash. I'm going to show you the one that was made in was cooked in my family. My mom came from Transylvania, and Transylvania used to be Hungarian. So I do trust her, and I really liked her goulash. So I'm just going to show you what else we do. Here I have a sweet Hungarian paprika. I'm going to add a good amount of that in here. And then we are going to add some marjoram rubbed, nice amount, and we're going to add some caraway seeds as well. And of course we're going to add some salt, sea salt, and a good amount of pepper as well. Okay, we're going to stir it up, and you want to do that in the beginning because you want the flavors to marry. Okay, so we're going to stir this up really nice. Then we're going to turn the heat down and let it simmer for quite a while. Okay. So we are back. This here has been cooking, simmering. I put it actually on my electric stove back from the other stove because it you can control the temperature a little bit better on the electric stove. So I have it on about 3, and I'm going to simmer it, keep simmering it here. Now, normally I would add some tomato paste to it, about two small cans, but I don't have any. So I'm adding San Marzano roasted tomato sauce that I make myself to this here, which is wonderful. And I'm going to stir it in. I'm also going to add some parsley, a whole bunch of parsley. I don't have fresh, so you have to use dried, which is fine. It's not a big deal. Okay. And there is a secret ingredient that I like to use, but it's hard to get. I got it on Amazon the last time, but I can't find it now. And it comes directly from Hungary, and it's called goulash cream. Normally I do not like to use products that are finished products, but in this case this here comes directly from Hungary, and people in Hungary always use it when they make goulash. Okay, so I'm going to add about half a sleeve of that, and now I'm going to just cover it up again and let it simmer for another hour or two until it's nice and soft. So we are back. Here we have our finished goulash. I actually had to add a little bit of water to it because it was just too dense, which is fine. And now we are filling it into jars. And the jars are of course sterilized. And you don't want to fill them totally full because they go in the pressure cooker. And as you can see, our lid fits perfectly. We're going to, oops, I got it the wrong way. So we put the top one on, and now we have the lid on, and now we are securing the last one here. As I told you, always secure one here, one on the opposite side, and so on. And now we are turning it on to high and wait until it starts, until the steam comes out of this nozzle. So as it has come up to a boil, as you can see, and also here, I don't know if you can see the steam coming out of here, it's probably hard to see. It has come to a boil, to a steam, and we are taking our weights, 15 pounds. I'm going to put on 15-pound weight. It has 15, 10, and 5 pounds. So I choose the 15-pound because it's meat. And now we wait until the gauge comes up to 15. And then we'll shut it off and leave it until the next morning. A few words about this all-American pressure canner. It's a fantastic pressure canner. I've had mine for about 4 or 5 years. It's very sturdy. It doesn't need any seals. The only way you seal it is by screwing it down. So it's very, so you don't need any parts, and if you need parts, there are some available online. So if you are serious about canning and getting your pantry full and trying to not put too much in your freezers, because when the electricity goes down, your freezers are not good for anything. So it's best to have it all canned, have your foods all canned as much as you can. So I'm going to leave a link, a description below, so if you're interested you can click on that and get your own. Okay, so this is slowly climbing up. So here you can see it is slowly coming up to the very top, and it's already starting to make some noises here on this side, as you can see, and wiggling. And it's getting more and more and more. And as soon as we have reached the temperature, which is just about now, yeah, when it becomes uncontrolled, then you have reached the temperature. So what we'll do then is we'll turn off the heat and we just let it cool down. Now, under no circumstances are you to open this pot because it's under a lot of pressure and you could hurt yourself horribly. So just let it cool down all the way down. The gauge shows you when it's back down to 0, then it's safe to open. I always like to keep it overnight when I have time. Of course, if I have a lot to can, then I can't do that. Then I have to work more shifts. But I always let it cool down until the next day, and that really ensures that I have a very, very good seal. Thanks so much. I'll see you back when I take it out. So we're all done with the Hungarian goulash. Here I have it all nicely stored away in my pantry. And the seal holds, of course. It has to be sucked in, and it holds. And I really recommend this pressure canner that I'm using, especially if you do a lot of canning. If you don't do a lot, then it doesn't pay for it. But if you do like prep for let's say when there's a power outage, you know, for emergency, and you want to have a lot of canning done, then I would really recommend it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.